Hi, my name is Lau. I represent Live Poet Society from Cypress Bay. Woo! I wear earplugs outside on the 4th of July, not because of the thundering fireworks, but to drown out the echoes of my parents' divorce 12 years ago. For what should have been my first American dream became a nightmare. No patriotic celebrations in sight, no peaceful white and calming blue, just blinding red. Red. For the anger I hold in the absence of the American hero my father was supposed to be. The symbol of freedom he refused to embody when he locked my mother's hands behind her back. And 12 years later, it seems the only thing he's ever given me is a key to a hole that doesn't fit. 12 years later, and he's still pretending that my mother isn't the modern version of 12 years a slave, but 12 years later, I am now the one haunting his dreams. His dreams of a sweet 16 dress, bitter in his mouth and sour in his ears, because I have become what he could never be. The man, the myth, the legend. Yet, he refuses to see me as a man, opting to believe that I'm just a myth and ignoring my legendary status. But with my mother enslaved to her work at the sake of our well-being, I am now the cook, the chef, the baker, and my father is the butcher who hacks away at my identity. Instead of red, white, and blue, I wear blue, white, and pink. The colors that I have been sporting since April of last year. The same month that my father took my transness as an April Fool's joke. The same month that my father became a coward whose last name I must clean because God knows he's made it filthy and I feel dirty, thinking about how I grew up believing that he'd one day be my Captain America when the reality screams that he's only the Nazi he was supposed to fight. My father is the totalitarian, the dictator, the monster in charge. He is still living in his own fantasy, stuck in his own Narnia with the Lion, the Witch, and the wardrobe. And maybe there I am still his daughter, but right here and right now I'm supposed to be his son. Maybe, just maybe, I would be, had he just followed in my mother's footsteps. My mother, who only sees me as her youngest boy, who only wishes that I relish in my boyish youth, celebrating the explosions of colors in the sky on the 4th of July. But I have to be a man, an hombre, a gentleman, for my mother, for myself, but not for the father I never had. So I will fix our broken dream, our broken home, and our broken spirit. And maybe then, my mother and I will celebrate the 4th of July again.